Hey guys, my name is Etta. I love to make videos about how you can earn, save and invest, and in this video I'll be talking about the great news from Moderna, and also towards the end of this video I will talk about what I feel is going to happen in the stock market with regards to this stock going forward. And if you are coming across this channel for the first time, please welcome. I would like you to be a member of this family. All you have to do is to subscribe. And if you have Moderna stock already, how do you feel? Are you happy? What do you plan to do with your stock? Let's keep on the conversation going in the comment section. So without wasting much of your time, let's get into this video. First of all, before I get into these details, I want us to go through the data of those who were involved in this study. So in this data we can see that 65 people were white, 20% were Hispanic, and 10% people that were involved in this study were black people. We also have 4% Asian and 3% others. Now we take a look at the gender. We can see that people that were involved in this study, we have 45% of them to be females and 53% to be male. Now when we look at the age distribution in this graph, we can see that like less than 2,000 people were between the age of 18 to 24, and those between the age of 25 to 45 are more than 8,000, also less than 10,000. You can see that those are between the age of 45 to 65 are above 10,000 that participated in this study, and those are above 65 were about around the 8,000 range thereabout. Now there are risk factors for severe COVID-19 diseases. We can see that 25 were of age more than 65. 17% of the people involved in this study were older than 18 years old and less than 65 years old, and are at risk of the severe disease. Now we also see that there are 58% people who are 18 years of age, who are between the age of 18 years and also less than 65, and they are not at risk. Okay, now let's take a look at the risk factors. 36 people who participated in this study had died. 36% of people who participated in this study has diabetes. 25% has obesity, and then 19% has a significant cardiac disease. We can also see that 2% of these people also have liver problem. Now when we take a look at the evolution and diversity through the enrollment, we can see the graph here. White people are on the red and the blue are non-white. Okay, this study was carried out in America, and this is just the geographical representation of how this is geographical distribution. Okay, we can see that vaccine for everyone. Find yourself in the COVID study. Now, out of the participants, you can see that Hispanic people were over 6,000. Educators and students were 9%. Over 25% of the participants were over 65 years of age. The number of females that participated in this study are 14,000 people. Healthcare workers, you can see that 22% of them participated. Then the age between 45 and 64, we have 39% of the participants. Male 53% participants, and African American are over 3,000 participants. Then we have those between the age of 25 to 44. That shows that 29% of them. Those living with chronic disease, we have over 8,000 participants. Now those working in retail, restaurant and hospitality workers, we have over 2,000 people participated in this study. Now from the results we can see that the hills are also similar to that of Pfizer, and also it has added a growing confidence that the vaccine can help end this pandemic that everybody has been worried about. Both companies have used innovative and experimental approach to design their vaccine. Moderna has said it's a great day, and they plan to apply for approval to use this vaccine in the next few weeks. However, this is still early data and key questions remain unanswered. Now, how good is this study? Let's talk about that. So out of the trial that involved 30,000 people in the United States would have been given 2 doses of the vaccine 4 weeks apart, the result had dummy injection. The analysis was based on the first 95 to develop COVID-19 symptoms. Only 5 of the COVID cases were in people given the vaccine. 90 were in those given the dummy treatment. The company says the vaccine is protecting 94.5%. The data has also showed that there were 11 cases of severe COVID in the trial, but none happened in people who were immunized. Now you might be wondering, when will you get this vaccine? But the thing is that it depends on where you are in the world and how old you are. So Moderna says it will apply for regulator will apply to get approval in the US in the coming weeks, and is expect to have 20 million doses available in the country. The company hopes to have up to 1 billion doses available for use around the world next year, and is planning to seek approval also in other countries. The UK government is still negotiating with Moderna, as their vaccine is not one of the 6 already ordered. It says Moderna will not be available before spring next year. What do you need to know about this? We still do not know how long immunity will last. As volunteers, we have to be followed for much longer before that can be answered. There are hints it offers some protection in older group who are those at risk from dying from COVID, but there is no full data yet. But right now, there's no significant safety concern has been reported, and most of the medications we take on a day-to-day basis have their own side effect and all that. So some of the side effects that were reported from those who took this vaccine was just short-lived fatigue, headache, and pain. This is normally what is expected, with the vaccine that is working and with a good immune response, says a professor from College of London. Now let's compare this vaccine to that of Pfizer. Both vaccines, like I said earlier, use approach of injection part of the virus genetic code in order to provoke an immune response. The preliminary data that have been seen so far is around 90% protection for Pfizer and around 95% for Moderna. However, both trials are still taking place, and the final numbers could change. Moderna vaccine appears to be easy to store as it remains stable at -20 degrees for up to 6 months and can be kept in the standard fridge for up to a month. However, the Pfizer vaccine needs ultra cold storage at around 75 degrees, but at around -75 degrees, but it can be kept in the fridge for 5 days. So that is where they differ. Moderna can last longer. It doesn't need to be, the fridge doesn't need to be super cold. That was a worry people were worried about this for Pfizer. I mean, trying to imagine how they will keep it, keep it that cold. Sputnik V vaccine developed in Russia has also released early data which suggests it is 92% effective. Now, when will COVID-19 be over? I just believe that with all these positive results from Moderna, Pfizer, and also the Russian company, I just feel very soon this might be over if everything goes out well. And also some analysts, some experts are claiming that by next spring or by next winter, and others think we still have a long way to go. What are you guys thinking about this whole thing? What is it with the stock market? I see the price of this stock rallying with this news, and I don't know, what are you doing with your stock? Let me know in the comment section. Are you going to buy more? Are you going to sell? If you really enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends and family. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.